Greetings once again, my fellow modelers, and I'd like to welcome you to yet another video. And this video is going to be part of our special Halloween build. As you can see from this little guy right here, we're doing the Flying Dutchman from OCCRE in 1/50 scale. And that kit actually comes, well, it doesn't come with it. There are actually a few extras that are available to purchase separately. So far I've shown you the OCCRE kit itself, and I've shown you the LED kit. So what I'm going to show you guys today is we have the base. And again, this stuff doesn't come with the kit, it's all sold separately. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to the desk where there's more room and there's more light, and I'll show you guys this little add-on for the OCCRE Flying Dutchman 1/50 scale. Okay, so there's more room and there's more light here, so let's take a look at this. So this is the OCCRE, the Flying Dutchman, and this is the alternative base. It shows you what's included in the kit. You can see the slices or the sheets of wood. We got the instructions, and we have the little, what do you call these little barcode things that you can scan, and it'll take you to OCCRE.com. This kit in particular is going to be 19148, and this is the base for the Flying Dutchman. So let's go ahead and open it up. Let's check this out. There, look at this. So everything is kind of wrapped in plastic. So what we're going to do, let's put this aside for a minute. We'll take out the instructions. Alright, so let's check out the instruction sheet. This one didn't come with a catalog like the lighting kit did. Let's see. You can see there's a little parts list on the back. We got the 3 sheets, and it's funny, that almost looks like the keel of a ship. Let's see, we'll go to the English. Okay. 1 to 3. Use a cutter to cut the ribs of the pieces so that they can be removed from the sheets. Round the edges of the pieces 1 to 8 with a coarse sandpaper. Save the sawdust from sanding for use later. Leave the straight edges of pieces 9 and 10 intact. These edges will act as a stop to guide the keel of the boat. 5 and 6. Apply the white glue to the pieces and glue them together to form a structure shown in the picture. Pieces 9 and 10 should be glued so that there is a 5 millimeter gap between them. Use a piece of scrap from the pieces to align them. The space between these 2 pieces will define the orientation of the boat in relation to the base 7 and 8. Insert the glue pieces that form the frame of the boat 9. Lay the boat on a structure before gluing the pieces to the base 22. Then glue the structure and the boat to the base, more or less as shown in the picture 10. It is advisable to offer up the boat to calculate the point where the 2 pieces 23 will be placed. Drill 2 holes on the base 22 to insert and glue pieces 23. 11 to 13, apply white glue and glue the sawdust on top. This will create an irregular texture. Paint everything black and highlight the relief with white paint. Interesting. So those are the instructions, the words. So let's switch over and I'll show you guys the actual picture instructions. So you can see we're going to cut the pieces out, and we're going to sand, and that's the sawdust that they're saying to keep. You can see everything is sanded down. You can see the pieces. We're going to eventually glue them together, almost like a rock formation. And interesting, I wasn't even aware that there was a boat there. A small little wreck. You can see the boat, the frame that we're going to put on. And these metal pieces are interesting. They're going to help hold the ship in place. You can see again the pile. It almost looks like stones. And we're going to add on those metal pieces, kind of like octopus legs. Well, not legs, I'm not sure what they're called. And you can see how we're going to put some glue and use the sawdust. And we're going to make that like a regular texture. So this will be pretty interesting. The instructions seem pretty straightforward. So let's take a look at the actual pieces. So you can see these metal pieces right off the bat. All right, so let's take a look at the first sheet. You can see this is basically going to be like almost the stones that we're going to pile on top of each other. And then you can see the two pieces over here where they're two pieces because that's where the keel of the ship is going to go and rest on. And the rest of the ship is going to rest on those octopus kind of things. We'll get to those in a minute. But let's see, there are 5 layers on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They look like there are 10 layers. So that's the first sheet. Let's put that aside. All right, and now we got the base. This is the base of the base. And this is pretty, it looks like pretty thick. I'm thinking it's a 1/2 inch thick. Let's see. It's more than that, yeah. It's almost 3/4 of an inch thick. So, pretty solid. As you figure, this thing is going to have a lot. The ship itself is probably going to be pretty heavy. So that's the base for the base. And these are what I was telling you about. We got the little, well, not actually little, but they're the sections where the hull is going to rest on. And you'll have to be careful around the stand because the ship isn't going to be glued or tied down or anything, so it's only going to be gravity keeping it in place. But hopefully you guys can see how cool that looks. Little suction cups on the tentacles. And this is sturdy, that's for sure. This is metal. And it's going to go, we're going to go this way. Probably like that. And then the hull is going to rest on them. So we have 2 of these, same thing. And we're going to put these black. So that's pretty fun. And here is the tiny little boat that they're referring to. So we have the keel, and we're going to put all the ribs on. And maybe we can have a little bit of fun. Maybe put a pirate flag or something, or a little skeleton. If I can get a skeleton in that scale, it'd be pretty fun to put a little pirate skeleton in there. And lastly, we've got the other sheet, and you can see there are more layers. So what did I say there was on the thing? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 with the base. So this is something that we're not going to get to until the ship is complete, which is okay because there's actually a base with the kit that the ship will rest on. But in the meantime, because I'm pretty sure when it comes to this, we're going to have to adjust it. So the way it's going to look, judging by the photo, the little wrecked ship is going to be in the middle. The pile of rocks is going to be over here, with the slot where the keel is going to fit in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put these in. We're going to drill them and put them in a position where the hull is actually going to rest on it. So, like I said, we won't be doing this until the ship is built. So, it'll be a while until we get to the base. But that is the base, the optional base that's available for the OCCRE Flying Dutchman. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, seeing what was in this kit. And the last thing, the little extra that we have for the Flying Dutchman is the paint set, and I'll be covering that in the next video. So my friends, thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, I'll talk to you soon.